Alright lads, welcome back to another episode of Predict the Six. I hope you like the new surroundings. Of course, it's a different wee look for the actual video purpose, but then also I've edited bits around us so that the video looks a bit different for you visually. So hopefully you like the stuff to the left of Jenny and to the right of me, with different wee cards and different things like that. Hopefully you can just give us good feedback in the comments about it, let us know if you like it or not. Now, do you want to incite the viewers on, is this our first or second time filming this video?
Right, so Ben doesn't leave his microphone turned on, right? So I checked at the start of the video, right? Thought it was on. Nah, I turned it off, didn't I? So we filmed that and funny things happened. I can't promise that the same things were going to happen. Yeah. So we're filming it again.
It's Jenny's
Anyways,
mistake.
yeah.
Mistake. It was a mistake, but it was didn't you. So anyway, tension out of the air. Let's move on to predicting this weekend's games now. Of course, we're going to put in new things into this show now and all the different kind of ones that I'm doing as well, because we've moved into a new place. I said in a video last week that I'm going to try and change up things just because we've moved into this new place, and one of those new things is going to be this. A medal. I will put up a better shot on the screen for you just now. Basically, it's a medal with the letter W on it, because whoever is wearing it for that episode of Predict the Six is the winner from the previous week. Now, in this case, in the previous episode, which was about 2 weeks ago, Jenny got most predictions correct. She got 1 out of 3, and unfortunately for myself, I got 0. So,
And I'm pretty sure he said he felt confident.
I probably did. I feel confident most weeks, and that time it just really didn't come out on top for me. So here you go. I feel ashamed even having to hold it because I'm not a winner. Certainly not in that episode anyway. So there you go, Jenny. There is your winner's medal for the previous episode of Predict the Six. And another new addition is this. A Predict the Six winner's trophy. Now, the premise of this is that the person who eventually goes on to win Predict the Six as a whole in terms of points gained throughout the season will lift this at the end of the season, whenever the football season eventually ends and there's not enough games for us to predict left. However, for the foreseeable future until that time comes, the person who has correctly predicted the most from the previous episode will have it on their side of the table. So for now, it's Jenny. Let's just move it into the shot a wee bit more just so the viewers can have a wee gander at it. I'm just not a winner. Right, let's get on to predicting the games. Jenny, you go first. You were the winner. You're the better predictor from the previous episode. So there you go. Go for it.
My games this week are Morton versus Dunfermline, Peterhead versus Falkirk, Bonnie Riggerose versus the Spartans.
And my games this weekend are East Fife v Airdrieonians, Edinburgh City versus Queen's Park, and Stenhousemuir versus Brecon. Now, dear, Morton versus Dunfermline, what are your thoughts on that game?
So let's have this discussion again. Dunfermline.
I wonder what your thoughts are.
Dunfermline have lost about 5 players, including my one and only Andy Ryan.
You had a thing for him, didn't you?
Yes.
I suppose he was like your wee man crush. Except for me, of course.
Joe Cardo, maybe first.
Joe Cardo,
Yeah,
of course.
the man. He's away to Airdrieonians, and sadly he won't be playing on Saturday, and I didn't even get to see him in his last game.
He's not played for weeks anyway. You probably did see him in his last game. When were you last there? You saw him score
I saw him
against
score,
Ayr.
so there we go, right?
There you go. I think
That was my last game.
That was near enough one of his last games. That was certainly his last goal for the club. So you saw his last goal for Dunfermline Athletic, because I believe he will now leave in the summer. Tears.
Josh Coley has left back to Norwich, and then a few other ones have left as well. We don't have to talk about them. I know nothing about Morton, but as we are true Dunfermline supporters, I'm going to go for Dunfermline win. And plus, I'm there, and Dunfermline always win when I arrive.
Or at least they're undefeated.
Yes. They see me in the crowd and they're like, right, today is the day. So yes, Dunfermline win. Woo.
At the start of the season, you said Morton would go on and win the Scottish Championship. How do you feel about that now?
When was that?
When we were in Mallorca, on Mallorca Beach.
I was in Holiday Blues. I had no idea.
Cool. Right, moving on. East Fife v Airdrieonians. Now, obviously, just mentioned them. Andy Ryan is their new signing, and they've actually made a couple of other signings as well. They've extended Leon McCann's sort of deal from Hamilton Accies and made it a permanent one, signed him up, and they've got Callum Gallagher on a newer contract as well. So they have been making moves in the transfer window, certainly better moves than Dunfermline Athletic Football Club, and that is why I am backing Airdrie Unions to win against East Fife this weekend. East Fife were on a good run of form throughout this season until probably about the last month or so, really, when they have kind of tailed off, and that saw Montrose overtake them into the promotion playoffs, and now East Fife are out of the promotion playoffs for about the first time in the last few months, really. Sort of all season they've been in and around that place, and now they find themselves out of it. So, again, Airdrie Unions made good signings, and I think they're just the team more in form now, so they will go on to win this weekend, in my humble opinion. Andy Ryan to score. How many will he score, Jenny? 1, 2, 3?
7.
Right. Realistic.
My next one is Peterhead versus Falkirk. Now, if we whiz back about...
5 years.
Yeah.
No, 4 years. 4 years. Correction.
It was 2015.
16.
Anyway, if we whiz back to then, where my first ever football game when I had no clue on the game. Got a wee bit of knowledge now, but not everything. I went to see Dunfermline play Peterhead at Peterhead.
And it was one of the worst games of football ever.
Yeah, Ben felt sorry that he had to bring me.
It was a freezing cold day. 0-0 draw.
January the 25th.
All the way up at Peterhead. That's the destination for this game. What is your thoughts?
Falkirk are going to win just because they came from the Championship last season. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they're probably ahead of Peterhead anyways, so...
Oh, they're definitely ahead of Peterhead in the league. In terms of these types of fixtures for Falkirk, they're the ones that you go into and think, they should be good enough to win that. And then they've sort of thrown it on its head and ended up not coming out on top in the games that you would expect them to come out on top in. They have let you down on a lot of occasions in terms of if you go on to predict these games and you think they're a banker, they end up being a bit of a... the other word that rhymes with banker.
Anyway, so yeah, Falkirk win and they will not let me down.
I wouldn't be so sure on that. Edinburgh City versus Queen's Park is my second fixture this weekend, and simply put, I'm going to say an Edinburgh City win. They've been doing relatively well this season, and especially in the last month and a half or so. Now, I expect both of those teams, both Edinburgh City and Cove Rangers, to continue to pick up 3 points until they eventually play each other on Valentine's Day weekend, which is very romantic. It's lovely, that.
Been there, done that.
Didn't make it sound so bad though, eh? But I expect Edinburgh City to win this weekend, and thankfully put Ray McKinnon in a bad mood on the weekend once again as he's back in Scottish football. Welcome back, Ray. I hope you have a long and very unfortunate spell at Queen's Park. Sorry to the club, but I just can't stand your manager.
My last one is Bonnyrigg Rose versus the Spartans.
Now, we had a wee discrepancy in the last filming, which Jenny lost the footage for.
Done and dusted.
She started putting "the" in front of every football team's name because of the Spartans, because BBC Sport had the Spartans as their official title. I've just put Spartans. What is it, the Spartans or Spartans? Let us know.
So last Friday I was at Bonnyrigg Rose versus
SC.
BSC Glasgow at BSC's Glasgow's ground, which is Alloa. So I was there. Glasgow had a good home record and Bonnyrigg Rose had a good away record, and they were obviously playing away, and I think it was like the last minute or something they scored and it was great. Yeah, so I'm going Bonnyrigg Rose winning because I have no clue about the Spartans.
In this fixture I'd go for Bonnyrigg Rose as well. They're on good form and shaking a hand. They have to continue to win. There's no point in winning games against the better teams like BSC Glasgow if you can't pick up 3 points against teams like the Spartans. Stenhousemuir versus Brechin is my last fixture for this weekend. Unfortunately, I have to go against the boys, Brechin. I have to say that I think Stenhousemuir will win this game, and it's only a wee mental thing that I've got going on in my head. I can just picture Stenhousemuir winning this game. Brechin have been on better form than Stenhousemuir in the last sort of 5 or 6 games. Stenhousemuir's last win in the league was against Brechin though, and that was obviously when they played at Glebe Park. Now it's at Ochilview, Stenhousemuir's home ground, and as I said, I can just picture it if I predicted that Brecon would win this game, that I'd look at the final score and I'd see something like 2-0 Stenhousemuir. So I'm going to go for it. Stenhousemuir to win this game of football. A very vital game of football at that, because if Brecon win, then Stenhousemuir go bottom of the league.
It's not if, it's when Brecon win.
Well, you're very confident. I would not be confident about making that prediction, hence the reason for the Stenhousemuir prediction. Beat me with a stick if I'm wrong, but hey ho. Now, Brett 6 handicap wheel. Get it out, dear. The handicap wheel was actually very nice to Jenny in the last filming, but that is no longer the case, so let's go again. I am going to handicap Jenny's Bonnyrigg Rose versus Spartans game because I just believe it is the most likely of the fixtures to come through. A Bonnyrigg Rose win in this case. 3, 2, 1. Give an exact score prediction.
No.
Little insight, this was the one that I was given as a handicap in the last filming, so Jenny now has it. What are you saying?
I'm going to say that Bonnyrigg Rose are going to score 3 again, and the Spartans are going to score 1. So 3-1 to the Bonnyrigg. So I'm going to handicap Ben's Edinburgh City versus Queen's Park, because last time I predicted this game, I predicted Queen's to win and they didn't. So it's probably most likely to happen again.
Here we go, Jenny. It's your chance once again.
Come on. 3, 2, 1. Set pieces don't count.
What are the chances? Again, little insight, that was the opposite way round of handicaps for the last filming that we did.
All because someone didn't leave their microphone on.
So you've got very unlucky this time round. Unfortunately, you've been given the short straw. Boo-hoo, Jenny, boo-hoo. That's it for this episode, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Comment down below your thoughts on the setup, as I said, the way I've edited it, and the new features such as the trophy, the medal, etc, etc. Also comment down below your predictions for this weekend's games, any games you're going to, or the games we've predicted. Subscribe for more of this type of content, and until the next video, I'll see you then.
And I'll see you then.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.